The startup process is challenging, but if the steps are planned properly, the journey can be much simpler and more pleasurable. There are certain points that are highly attention-grabbing, and among them, studying the market is something really very important. But many get confused in the process or fail to get an idea of where to start. But no more worries as you just click on the right video. For best financial resources, check the links below. Hello and welcome back to the channel, folks. Today we'll discuss how to do market research as a startup company. To enjoy more content like this, subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon. With that said, let's start. The best idea is to do market research before starting your business to make sure that your product or service will be well liked. As you refine and enhance your product, input from people who fit your target demographic can be extremely helpful. The potential of a big startup idea can easily make one blind. Even if your product or service may look fantastic on paper or in a prototype, without adequate research, it may not succeed when it hits the market. Startup owners must as quickly as possible gather as much in-depth data about their potential market. By evaluating consumers' willingness to pay for your goods, market research can also assist you in deciding on a pricing plan. Investors provide a careful market analysis that shows promising potential as a high priority when deciding which firms to support. Your startup may be a wise investment if you can demonstrate through concrete evidence that your product meets market demand and that you've taken the time to refine and improve it. It takes a lot of time and money to develop a business plan from scratch and launch your business idea. You must constantly struggle against the forces of failure and recognize when action is needed and take it. But it's crucial that you adhere to the startup process if you want to be successful in developing your vision. To ascertain the viability of a product or service, market research is the process of obtaining data about consumers and the market as a whole. Focus groups, surveys, interviews, and analysis of industry data are all types of market research. So the purpose of market research is to learn more about potential customers, how effectively your product or service meets their needs, and how it stacks up against what your rivals have to offer. You can perform primary and secondary research. Companies have been conducting market research for decades, and while the practice has evolved, the phrase has always been applied relatively flexibly. It shouldn't just be done to verify that your plan is a good one. Market research bias can occur when you conduct the study with the intention of supporting a particular premise. Instead of actionable data that can tell you the direction your theory needs to go, which can be in the opposite direction, you might wind up leaving with certain data sets to support your idea. So overall, analysis of the market you are in or about to enter is what market research is all about. It requires a comprehensive examination of market trends, industry trends, market dynamics, your target market, and other possible clients. Now let's go through some key points which will help you to do the research properly. Effective market research. Market research is the procedure used to compile data on a certain market. In this kind of analysis, the market's dynamics and potential customers' motivations are both examined. You will become more familiar with your potential customers and the industry dynamics, lowering the likelihood that you will produce a product that no one will buy. A cool prototype won't be enough to pique the interest of potential investors. You will need more. How possible it is for them to profit from this product over the long term is what investors are most interested in. They will need to see research to support your claims and demonstrate that there is a market you can enter and successfully serve for that. The decision to invest is now much simpler thanks to this research. Before investing money, investors will need to perform their due diligence. Your market research will contain a significant portion of the information they require, facilitating this investment process for all parties. Make your own judgment about which markets your product or idea should target before beginning the market analysis. Given the competition, will it be in demand? You may concentrate on the distinctive qualities of your upcoming product once you have the answers to these questions. These will be based on unfilled niches. To assess if a product identical to yours could succeed in your intended distribution area, you can also compare your market to one in another industry. Market research will help you better understand the industry you work in, whether you're establishing a firm, launching a new product, or expanding your small business. The competition. Market research can help startups acquire a clear understanding of the competitive landscape. With the correct equipment, you can analyze a market and assess established and up-and-coming businesses in a matter of hours. This data may be used by every new company to refine its strategy and assess how it stacks up against rivals. To compare, pick 2 to 4 rivals. To create the ultimate competitive blueprint, systematically gather data about each business's company, product, marketing, and customers. Use a market research template to document your findings. And in order to conduct efficient marketing research, you must also apply a variety of analytical techniques and measurements. Choose the greatest analytics tools you can, especially for startups and small enterprises, so you can maximize your benefits throughout the process. Target audience. Any business that doesn't research potential customers is quite likely to go out of business eventually. You need to learn more about people if you want to get their attention. It's time to focus on your target audience after deciding on your overarching study objective and your preferred method of data collection. The finest strategy for conducting secondary and primary research, which we earlier mentioned, can be developed with the aid of an understanding of your target audience. Plan where you will reach your target audience, what they are connecting with, or where you can discover information about them. To gain an essential understanding of the target market, it is advised to consult with professionals in the field, read pertinent market data, and pay attention to market trends. It's time to start developing your research questions once you understand the type of study you will do and the audience you're targeting. Our next point is quite similar to the previous one. Create the customer profile. The harsh reality is that not everyone has the potential to become a customer. On the other hand, not every prospective customer will be valuable to your company. Customers exist for whom businesses use more resources than they bring in. The most lucrative target market must therefore be the main area of concentration. Getting devoted clients who will continue to buy your stuff is the aim. You must therefore clearly understand who your target market is. Likewise, keep an eye on the size, trends, and expansion of your target market. As previously said, the results of your study should paint a clear image of your target clients. Consider factors like age, place of residence, income, gender, line of work, marital status, and family status, among others. Explore the personalities, interests, requirements, and demographics of your clients after you've optimized your list. A profile of your usual customers can then be developed. Your startup's customer base may expand or evolve as it develops. To make sure that the company remains committed to meeting the demands and desires of your actual client base, revisit the profile data on a regular basis. The market research cost. Typically, market research is not cheap. Its cost ranges from $100 to $1,000. The precise quantity depends on your sector, spending plan, and personal preferences. If you place a high priority on market research, you have two options. Either hire a market research specialist firm to gather and report on this data for you, or manage market research projects on your own. You can use a variety of incentives to encourage people to participate in your research when conducting activities like focus groups and surveys. Others may gladly share information in exchange for gift cards, cash prizes, discounts, a free product sample, or a free trial of your service, while some participants will happily share their opinions for free. No matter what you provide, it's critical to be transparent about what participants will get. Result assessment. After conducting your market research, analyze your results. Try to seek trends or recurring themes that might help you gain insight into consumer behavior, deciding variables and market issues. Think about the target clients you interact with and the details you discover about them, such as what drives them to purchase, where they prefer to shop, and other qualitative elements. Think about debating with your team how to create goods and services that meet needs, accomplish objectives, or encourage regular use. The evaluation procedure can be used to generate ideas for service announcements, product launches, and other market entry strategies for your startup. And finally, it's time to analyze the data and develop a hypothesis once you have a ton of information. In other cases, you might need to alter the entire sign-up process, change the wording, or adopt a different strategy. The success of your business is greatly influenced by how successfully you implement this phase, and we hope you come out with flying colors. With that said, it's time to call it a day, guys. I hope you liked the video. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button, make sure to subscribe to the channel, and click the bell icon. We will see you in future videos.